Welcome back, students. I am your SST teacher Vandana Joshi and you are watching SST Zone. Students, as you know that we are studying our 6th chapter in geography, that is natural vegetation and wildlife. So students, in our previous video we have studied about the introduction of natural vegetation and we have studied about the forest and the types of forest, in which we have studied about the evergreen and the deciduous forest, which were divided into two more zones. These are the tropical zones and the temperate zones. And we have also studied about the Mediterranean forest and the coniferous forest. So in that series today we will study about some more natural vegetation and their wildlife. These are the grasslands. The grassland, students, are also divided into two parts, that is tropical grasslands and the temperate grasslands. And after that we will see the second type of vegetation, that is known as the desert vegetation, or we can say the thorny bushes. And after that, students, we will see the polar vegetation, which is known as the tundra vegetation. So students, now let's start with the first topic, that is grasslands. Students, as already I told you, the grasslands are also divided into two major parts. These are the tropical grassland and the temperate grassland. So students, first of all, what are the tropics and the temperate zones? And it was the queries from the student side. So first we will see what are the tropic and the temperate zones. Then we will see what are the grassland which are situated into the tropic and the temperate zones. So students, as you can see in this picture, the earth is divided into several zones. If you can see in the red colors, from 0 degree to 23.5 degree, that is the equator, Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, which has been shown by the red color. Students, these areas are known as the tropical areas. And if you will see in the yellow color, from 23.5 degree to the 66.5 degree, from the both side north and east, the areas with the color of yellow, these are the warm zone, a little bit moderate zones, and these areas are known as the temperate zone. And if you will see in the blue color, the areas are from the 66.5 degree to the 90 degree. These areas are known as the polar zone, or we can say the North Pole and the South Pole. These areas are having a cold climate and also known as the tundras and taigas. So students, this is the division of the zones of the tropic, temperate and the polar zone. So students, as you have seen, that was the division of world through the different zones. So now we were talking about the grasslands, which were divided into two parts. So first of all we will talk about what are the grasslands. So students, when the earth is covered with a layer of grass, and the area is known as the grasslands. So especially the most popular grassland of the world is savanna grassland. Students, the grasslands are divided into two parts, that is temperate grasslands and the tropical grasslands. So we will see through the pictures what are the temperate grasslands and what are the tropical grassland with their wildlife. Students, the grasslands are of several types, but they are having the similar characteristics, and mostly the grasslands are found in the region of low rainfall with a short growing period. So first we will talk about the tropical grasslands. The tropical grassland can be found on both sides of the equator in the tropical region. As I have shown to you the tropical region, so the grasslands are situated in the both side of the tropical region, and the students, the area receives about 500 to 1500 millimeter rainfall in a year, and the temperature ranging between 15 degree centigrade to 35 degree centigrade. Students, means if you will see the grass of that areas, the grass grows here 3 to 4 meter in height and popularly known as the elephant grass because of its height. Students, the many part of these grasslands are used for grazing or farming, and the grasslands are known by different names in different part of the world, such as for few examples, that Campos in Brazil and Argentina and Uruguay. And if we talk about America, in America it is known as the parkland, and it is known as savanna in Africa, as I told you, the world's most popular grassland. So students, these grasslands lies on either side of the rainforest in Africa, Brazil plateau or South America. And students, if we talk about the wildlife of these grasslands, the tropical grasslands are home to a large variety of animals. Like few animals are there, that wild beasts, antelopes, rhinoceros, lions, cheetahs, elephants, buffaloes, zebras, giraffes, and jackals. The kangaroo and emu are the common wildlife in Australia grasslands. Students, the vultures, weavers, and roosters are the common bird species in these grasslands. And we can say the land bird ostrich is also found here. Now, second type of grassland, student, it is temperate grassland. As I have shown to you, the temperate areas, which are the warm areas with the yellow color, the grasslands are found in area between desert and the temperate forest in North America, Argentina, and Eurasia. Eurasia means Europe and Asia. Combinedly, it is known as Eurasia. Okay, students, and if we talk about the temperate grasslands, these are the colder than the tropical grasslands, as these are far from the equator, so that's why these are the colder than the tropical grasslands. And as the amount of precipitation, means the rainfall, is very low, the grass here are short and less dense, and trees are almost absent. Means these areas are not known as for the trees are very rare, but the grass are very short. Okay, and the students, if we talk about the temperate grassland, there is another name of the temperate grasslands. This is known as the steppe in Eurasia, prairies in North America, pampas in South America, veld in South Africa, and down in Australia. And students, these are found in the southern Canada, Central America, southern Australia, Argentina, and the central Rus. Okay, students, and if we talk about the wildlife which is found in the grassland, that is the swift moving animals like antelopes, horses, wild dogs, wolves, and the jaguars, pumps, rabbits, giraffes, wild asses, leopards. These are the common animals in the temperate grassland. And the birds are kites, eagle, and owls are the common birds which we can found in the temperate grasslands. Students, just now you have seen the grasslands which are situated both the side of equator. These are the temperate and the tropical grasslands. So now let's see the next part, that is the desert vegetation, or known as the thorny bushes. Students, these are the desert vegetation. As you know, in the desert area there is a scanty of rainfall, so the trees and the leaves, the vegetation, it is little bit wax coated. Why? Because of to reduce the water vapors from the leaves. And students, what are the desert vegetation and what is the wildlife? Let's see in our next topic. So students, let's see the desert vegetation. Students, desert are found in areas where there is moderate to severe shortage of water for most of the years, and the barren lands created cold or hot desert due to excessive high or extremely low temperature. Only natural vegetation found in hot deserts. These are thorny bushes like cactus and few short trees. These have long roots, thick stems, waxy leaves, and thorns which help to survive in the harsh climate condition. Students, in the oasis, date palms are found, and some more vegetations are there which are found in the Sahara and the Kalahari desert of Africa, and in the Atacama desert, Sonoran desert, and the different type like the Indian deserts, these type of vegetations found, which is especially known as the cactus and the short trees. Students, if we talk about the wildlife, as commonly you know, the camel is a common animal in the desert area. Rather than the camel, the other animals are fox, jackals, hyenas, and the antelopes are the common animal in all the desert areas. Students, as you have seen, there is a scanty of water or rainfall in the desert area, so there is not so much vegetation in the desert area, as well as the animals are also very rare in the desert area. Now let's see what are the tundra vegetation. Students, as I told you, the tundras are situated in the area of the polar zone, which are after the 66.5 degree to 90 degrees. So students, the temperature, as you know, that is very low in that areas, and the vegetation is also very much less. But the special thing about the tundra vegetation, the tundra vegetation is also known as the Bloom's vegetation. Was the area which is in the tundra vegetation during the summer season, when the ice is melting, the flowers are blooming that time. So that is a very beautiful scenario of that time of the tundras areas. So that's why the tundras are also known as the bloomy vegetation. So now let's see what are the vegetation which we found in the tundra vegetation and what is the wildlife of that vegetation. So students, now let's see what is tundra vegetation. So students, as already I told you, the tundra vegetation is found in very cool areas, in the polar regions and high mountains. Students, if we talk about the vegetation, only small plants which can grow quickly in the warm season lasting between 2 to 4 months can survive here. As already I told you, it is known as the blooming of the flowers. So some mosses, lichens, and few bushes are also grow here only during for the short summer. Students, the Arctic flowers are also bloom in the short growing season, and the tundra vegetation is found in North America, Northern Europe, Northern Asia, and the North Pole. If we talk about the wildlife in that areas, the wildlife is some walrus, sandpiper, and this oxen, musk oxen, polar bears, and these type of wildlife are found in the tundra vegetation, and the birds are waterfowl and the plover and the sandpipers are found here. So students, here our today's topics are complete. Today we have studied about the different type of vegetation, in which first of all we have studied about the grasslands, which are divided into two parts, temperate and the tropical. Then after that we have studied about the desert vegetation, which is known as the thorny bushes as well, and at last we have studied about the tundras, which are known as the polar vegetation. So students, here the chapter is complete. Hope you understood. In next video we will study history chapter 6. So for that, keep watching SST Zone.